Hello and welcome back to Chasing Trophies, man. What an incredible end to the World Cup. I don't know where to start, but the World Cup is finally done, man. I can't believe it, man. हम लोग 6 हफ्ते से फुटबॉल देख रहे हैं. We've seen more than 103, 104 matches. There was 4 matches in a day, and it all came down to this: Spain versus Argentina. Going into the game, we knew that what type of game this is going to be. Spain is going to keep the ball. They're going to keep possession. They probably don't have the most clinical strikers, but Lamine is going to drive. Rodri is going to drive. That's exactly what happened. Argentina tried to play on the counter-attack. In the first half, they had a bit of the ball, but even then it was all Spain. I don't think Argentina did much. They didn't threaten the Spain defense. Then in the second half में तो ball मिली नहीं Argentina को. Spain were just bopping it around इधर से इधर. Rodri was incredible today, the way he controlled the midfield. And the best thing about Spain is, when they do lose the ball, they come back into position so quickly. They recycle the ball very fast. They recover the ball very quick, and they made life so difficult for Argentina. It just looked like Spain had more time on the ball. It looked like they had more space. The runners were getting into the right areas, whereas Argentina just couldn't do anything. And it was the battle of the midfield, right? Like Enzo McAllister versus Rodri and Fabian Ruiz. Later, Pedri came on in the second half and it became even more tougher for Argentina. There was controversy again. There's going to be talks about the referee. There was a red card, and yes, it wasn't for Spain. It was for Argentina. Can we imagine that, when Argentina getting a lot of favors in this World Cup, but this time around they got 2 yellow cards, and for Enzo Fernandez, the first was a dive, the second was a foul as well. Then Messi tried to go and send Cucurella off for covering his mouth, but it wasn't a complete cover of the mouth. I don't think that's a red card. People might debate it, but I think it was the correct call to send Enzo Fernandez off. Heated moment in the World Cup final. I think he should have done better. आपको पता है भाई, आपकी टीम स्ट्रगल कर रही है ऑलरेडी बॉल मेंटेन करने, और आपको ये भी पता है कि लास्ट 10-15 मिनट्स आपके पास चांस होता है to come back like you did in the whole tournament. But this time around, you were 10 men, and after that it was always going to be difficult. Lamine Yamal had a free kick chance towards the end. That was a brilliant save from Martinez. We went to extra time. In extra time, it was the same story. This time around, again, Spain had the ball. This time they kept attacking. And then we had another incident where I think it was Nico Williams who scored, but there was a foul called on Martinez. I looked at the replays. I looked at closely. Even the commentator said it wasn't a foul. I didn't see a clear foul in that. But obviously now Spain fans won't be complaining. Lekin, I think the referee probably got that wrong. But then for Argentina, it was just about hanging on after that. They just couldn't do anything. Spain kept coming, and then it was Ferran Torres, man. He did the Iniesta. Imagine Iniesta in 2010 scoring in extra time, and this time it was Ferran Torres, another Barcelona man, scoring. Maybe not the same legacy as Iniesta, but now he'll be in the history books of Spanish football. He's gotten them their second ever World Cup. What an achievement, man. He scored the goal, and after that Argentina actually picked up. I thought the last few minutes they had some chances. Messi tried to put some balls into the box from the free kicks and corners that he was getting, lekin it wasn't to be. And agar overall mein dekha to Argentina, this is how they were playing the football. It was scrappy. They were fighting towards them. No doubt they showed character throughout this World Cup. Lekin when you come up against Spain, you have to play some football as well. If you keep giving them the ball, then they are going to pounce on you, and that's exactly what happened. If Spain actually had more clinical strikers, I think it could have been 3-0, 4-0, 5-0. Lamine Yamal has defeated Lionel Messi. Can you imagine? The bathing scenes have now reversed, but I think what a moment for Lamine Yamal. Yes, he wasn't the player of the tournament. Yes, he didn't have that many goals, but he is now a World Cup winner and a Euros winner. He had an instrumental part again today. I think a lot of the attacks were going through his end. He was putting the ball in the box, and you can see as well when Nico Williams came on. Another thing, Nico Williams was not fit in this World Cup. Agar wo fit hota, I think Spain would have been more convincing, because in the Euros he was fit. He was going from the left side attacking, and when both him and Lamine are in song, it's very difficult to stop them. So mere hisab se, I think him not being fully fit, coming on in every game for 10 minutes, that was a loss for Spain, but they still managed to do the job. Alex Baena, he stepped up. He's no Nico Williams. There is a downgrade there, but he stepped up. He did the job. Oyarzabal, he's no David Villa, Fernando Torres, but he did the job. He was interlinking with the players. And Rodri ka main kya bolu yaar. Rodri is an incredible player, man, bossing the midfield. He got the golden ball, man. I don't know if he's going to get the Ballon d'Or this time, because Man City didn't win the Premier League or Champions League. Lekin he got the golden ball. We all thought it was going to go to Lionel Messi, but when you you put in performances like that in the quarterfinals, semi-finals, finals, you deserve that. And look at Spain's route. I'm like, no disrespect to Argentina, they play some incredible football, but they were making comebacks against Egypt, Cape Verde, and Switzerland. Let's be fair, they're not in the top 15. This might not look, this might look salty or whatever, but these are facts. Spain, they had to beat Portugal, even though Portugal weren't the greatest, but Spain also found that tough. They found it tough to beat Portugal in that game. They scored late there. They made it 1-0. Then they played Belgium. Belgium getting the confidence against the Senegal game. They defeated Belgium. Then they played France. And France were the favourites. Everyone thought France was going to win the game. France were like 70% to win that semi-final and reach the finals. Lekin Spain dominated them. And then in the final, not only did they beat Argentina, it's not about 1-0 or anything. Look at the manner which they beat them. It's like 70-80% possession. I never thought like Spain looked uncomfortable in this whole game. The same thing in the semi-finals. Whether it's Messi, whether it's Mbappe, whether it's Ronaldo, Spain didn't flinch. And Kubarsi, I think this guy is the player of the tournament. He was the young player of the tournament as well, but I think for a guy who's 18-19 years old to defend like that, to show that maturity, un log ka team और strong हो गया. Him and Laporte का connection बहुत ज़बरदस्त है. And look, when you want to win a World Cup, you got to have a solid defense. Yes, you have to play good football, you've got to pass it around, you have to score goals, लेकिन you have to have a solid defense. Cucurella, Pedro Porro, Laporte and Kubarsi. This was a sensational partnership. All four of them at the back were so clinical. And let me tell you another stat. Spain only conceded 1 goal this whole tournament. Can you imagine? A team, world champions, एक ही गोल मारे, वो भी बेल्जियम मारे उनके against, वो भी deny कर सकते थे. So that just goes to show how clinical they were at the back and how difficult it was for teams to break them down. It's not just about keeping the ball, it's about recovering the ball as well after losing it. It's about scoring another goal when you concede like against Belgium. A lot of things go into this, and I think this Spanish team will go down in history because they've won the Euros, they've won the World Cup back to back now, 2024, 2026, and these players are still young. Lamine Yamal is still 18, 19, Kubarsi is 19. Yeah, Rodri is probably getting to his 30s, but Oyarzabal, all these guys still have a lot of football to be played. You saw the legends also today, Ramos and all the guys, Iniesta, Xavi, they were all celebrating, they were all having fun. It shows how much it means to them as well for Spain to win. Let's talk about Argentina as well. I mean, I was after them this whole cup. I wanted them out. Lekin credit to them, the way they got to the final. TK, it was scrappy, it wasn't pretty, but at the end, you have to win the game. So whatever route is given to you, it's not like necessarily their fault. You saw like they could have played Colombia lost. They could have played Portugal, but Portugal didn't top their group. So the teams that they had to beat against Egypt, they were getting dominated, but then they woke up. They scored 3 goals when they were 2-0 down. That is mark of champions. Then they played, I think, Switzerland. Wahan pe bhi it was 1-1. Chalo theek hai, red card mila, but then in extra time they found a goal. That was a beautiful goal from Alvarez. Then the England game. I think that was the biggest test for Argentina up until the final. And the England game, they were 1-0 down, 85 minutes. Lionel Messi puts on an amazing show. And whatever said or done, you can be a Ronaldo fan, you can be any fan. This guy is the greatest player that I've seen. And at the age of 39, he scored 8 goals in the tournament. He could have had the golden boot, magar wo France Mbappe le gaya because of the third place playoff. People will say that match doesn't even count. Why did they count in the stats? But it is what it is, because I think Lionel Messi had a great tournament, incredible tournament. He'll be remembered as the best player in the world. Some people might not admit it, but I know that this guy will be missed. I think the way he's played the game has been incredible. The ball sticks to his feet. He's he's someone that we'll never forget, I think. And to see him one more time in America, play the World Cup and carry his team. It's not like he was just playing the World Cup. He was carrying his team. They were looking to Messi. Again today when they were 10 men, they were looking to Messi. They were passing the ball to him. They were playing for him, and they were looking for him to create the magic. And he almost did it, but it was a step too far. I think Argentina now will have to go into transition. Agar aap dekhe, inka jo last World Cup squad tha aur ye World Cup squad, it was very similar. It was just Di Maria not there this time around. It was very similar. Another unfortunate thing which happened to them was the injuries. Romero and Martinez, these guys were amazing for them. Yes, they were sometimes they would make silly mistakes. Sometimes पागलों की तरह कुछ करते थे, लेकिन they made life difficult for the opposition. They were very scrappy. They used to press very quickly, and they would start attacks from the back as well. Getting Martinez subbed off at halftime because of injury, and then Romero after that is a huge loss. But Argentina को transition करना पड़ेगा. I think it's going to be very difficult for them. It's not going to be easy going forward. Without Messi, life without Messi will be very challenging. I think this was one of the last World Cups, probably I would see them in the finals for the next few years, for the next few tournaments. I don't think it's going to be that easy for them, man. I don't see a guy like Messi coming up in the Argentina ranks. Lekin they should be proud of what they did. Overall, what a tournament. It was incredible. Shout out to Ashish, the cameraman. He's been doing a crazy job this tournament. Zuzu was also there with me. There was Faz and Mogs from the studio. A lot of people. I hope you guys enjoyed the coverage. Make sure you're hitting the like button, subscribe button. We're close to 1,000 subs. We're almost there, 200 away. So wo bhi karwa do hamare liye. That'll be really, really helpful. And I hope you enjoyed the FIFA World Cup coverage. We tried as much as we could. Shout out to Manoj and Game Changers as well. They did a lot of collaborations with us. That helped us as well, and it was a lot of fun. My favorite moment in the World Cup, I think the way Cape Verde played was crazy, and Egypt, man. The Egypt-Argentina game was insane. That was probably one of the craziest games. A particular moment, I don't know right now what to think. Once I think about it, I'll see. Lekin the Argentina games, all of them were pretty close. Today's game as well. And yeah, I think the surprise of the tournament was Cape Verde. They really surprised me. I saw them in the AFCON, but I didn't think they would get out of the group in the World Cup. They did that. The African teams were much better this time round. Morocco were a bit unlucky. They faced France a bit early, I felt, but it is what it is. And France ke liye and England, ye do teams semi-final पहुंचे. I think France will be the more disappointed team. I think they could have reached the final. England would be disappointed too, man. If they didn't do what they did, you could see like maybe they would have lost to Spain. I think anybody would have lost to Spain in this tournament. Lekin England, what happened today to Argentina, it shows that if you attack them, they do get under pressure, and England didn't do that, unfortunately. And France will be disappointed, but golden boot is Kylian Mbappe. This is Mustafa Ismail, Mr. aka Muslim Machine, signing off from Toronto. Hope you enjoyed the coverage, and we'll catch you very soon. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.